the Hebrew Israelites, all right, first and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Harakakudash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutes and honors to you brothers out there preaching his words, sincerity, and truth. All right? The Hebrew Israelites will come out here week in and week out and prophesy the downfall of America, all right? Prophesy the downfall of the so-called white man's power structure on this planet, man. All right? Newsflash, the so-called white man, all right, which is the wicked according to the Bible, all right? This biblical nationality is Esau, Edom, all right? He's been ruling the whole planet Earth, all right, since the last 500 years, man. All right, and he's been going around lying and deceiving, rape, robbing, murdering, all right, the other nations. And first and foremost, all right, last but not least, the apple of the Most High's eye, the Israelites, man. All right, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, the prophets are out here to prophesy the downfall and wickedness of the so-called white man, and we out here to fish for the elect, the men out of the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We out here to try to wake you up through the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, through his word, man. All right, we're trying to teach it to the wise of our people, man. Because we know the prophecies, all right, of the Bible, that only a certain small number of our people is gonna come back to the Heavenly Father and repent through His Son Yahushua. All right, and we know the rest of these. All right, the part that's without this knowledge, you're gonna die in America, man. You're gonna be destroyed, man. All right, so that's our objectives. All right, that what we out here doing, man. That's what we out here doing. All right. Give me Isaiah 60. All right, we're going to get into prophecy and also basically uncovering the skirts on this place, Babylon, man. All right, Great Babylon is America, man. All right, Babylon means confusion. It's a Hebrew word for all. All right, and America is also Sodom and Egypt, ancient Rome, Greece, Nivea. All right. It's all those ancient pagan empires that was written in the Bible for the past. It's back again, man. And America takes hold on all them wicked ass philosophies. All right, that was in the past time, man. All right.
It's Isaiah 60 and 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Yeah, the people are in gross darkness, man. Especially our people, man. Can you give me that feedback?
Here it is.
Through the lies, man. This is Cesare Borgia, man. Our Lord, all right, Yahushua didn't look like this. All right? Yahushua is whom you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, man. All right? His name wasn't Jesus Christ while he was walking on earth, man. He was a Hebrew Israelite, man. He spoke Hebrew. His parents spoke Hebrew. All right? So therefore, he has a Hebrew name, man. Jesus Christ, that's a Greek name. All right? Actually, pronounce it E-A-Zeus, man. Because there wasn't no letter J back then. E-A-Zeus Christos. All right? So we out here uncovering lies that the so-called white man has been putting forth on this planet for the last 500 years. All right? This is a very huge lie, a great lie that the so-called white man perpetrated. All right? And he's still pushing this image to this day. All right? This was the so-called white man's media when he did this, man. All right? When his news now, his news media today, ain't nothing changed, man. All right? This is the old school movie back then, man. He basically took down the Dark Age artwork, icon, which our people was ruling back then during the Dark Ages. And during the Renaissance, or after the Dark Age, when the so-called white man took over, all right, Europe, he took down all the true icons and painted over.
Iconoclasm.
Yeah, they whitewashed a lot of the images that were dark skinned, as well as they had some of the major paintings repainted into the image of this guy right here. You know, and that family, that whole race of people to look like them so they could be presented as those that empower as the children of God. This is the first crime family. Crime means red. Edom means the word crimson.
Crimson, yeah.
All right. So this is one of his tools back then, man. And he's doing it now, man. Doing via digital media.
If I can, it's an image, you know, the infamous image we always use to show that this is exactly what they did. All right. You see Edomite right there, you know, and he's basically whitewashing dark images. All right, painting over their faces, lightening, lighten the paint, you know, so that they don't have that dark look to them. Because that was Esau's way of hiding the fact that there were dark people or dark-skinned people that ruled.
They put that light around their head, that circle, that was afro.
Yeah.
Say this right here, you're talking about the media right at that time. A lot of it was word of mouth, but if you've ever played that children's game, it's a telephone game. I say something to him, you say something to this brother, your brother say something to that brother, that brother say something to this brother over here. By the time we come back all the way around to me, the story didn't change. You know, the story didn't change already. So that's what they did. But they had certain people along the line to change the story and alter it. Okay, on purpose. And that's what we're here to do, is to break all of that. So let me read this right quick. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, I'll read from verse 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High God, Yahweh, to the pulling down of strongholds." Yeah, that image of strongholds. That's the number one stronghold, pretty much. This right here gives the people belief that this white man is invincible. If God looks like him, and the Lord looks like him, or they're the same entity or whatever they want to say, then who can stop them, their physical counterparts walking around? You know? But we're here to dispel this and show you the real truth that the Bible actually speaks of. Because you people don't read it for yourself. And our people like to throw the curveball. Oh, Jesus is black. You know he wasn't white, but you worship his money though. You know? His money has the so-called white man face on it, and you worship that.
And that name, right? Jesus Christ, is synonymous with that picture.
Yeah, and you worship his philosophies. As you go to his Christian churches, that's this man. That's his philosophy. All right. One last thing, bro.
It's like you could paint his face. You can make him into a image. But the doctrine that came with this is you still utilize that doctrine. You still follow that. You still follow the white man, and you're trying to use a darker image.
Because most people say, after you say he wasn't white, the first thing that they say, well, his color don't matter. Then they'll come to the realization that he was dark skinned, but you're still following those same ways, which is the wrong characteristic.
That's just like Jason used the excuse to celebrate these pagan holidays. You know, you'll still eat and celebrate Thanksgiving, and you'll acknowledge, well, yeah, it was wrong what the white man did. You know, the fact that they making it a feast day, but we're just gonna do it and just enjoy our family. Do this and do that. Still partaking in the ritual. But that's why the scriptures say in the Apocrypha, a sinful man will not be reproved, but he will find an excuse according to his will. Yeah. They'll find loopholes, they'll find justification, they'll find as much gray area as possible to get away with their wickedness.
Yeah, not to do the right thing.
Yeah, man.
They don't want to do the right thing.
Yeah, man.
Verse 5, 2 Corinthians 10:5. casting down imaginations. Because when our people see that image or hear about the word Jesus Christ, the white man's image shows up. Even if you then begin to say, oh, well, I know he's black, but you still got it with the wavy little pimp hair and a little pointy ass nose. You don't have it looking like a realistic person. So, casting down imaginations, every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High God.
Give me 3.
So the knowledge, what a knowledge that in the scriptures, man. It describes our Lord being dark skinned, man. All right, with woolly hair, man. All right. So, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahushua Mashiach. Right. Having the obedience to visualize the actuality of what the scripture is talking about versus what your deceitful heart is talking about.
And we didn't even hit Revelation the 20th chapter. We're talking about how the beast, which is the devil, Satan, and how he was bound for 1,000 years in the pit. That was talking about that period when Jake was ruling.
Yeah.
Esau, when he came back out of the caves, which that was when the Lord loosened. He loosened Satan for a season, and he was able to deceive the nations by coming out and whitewashing history. You know, man, this devil, that was a mass cover-up, man. You know,
It's still a mass cover-up, but it's being revealed.
Yeah, like I said, that was his first media tour back then. I got the push on the back door right there. Revelation 20 and 7 says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Yeah, that 1,000 years when our people was ruling, man, in Europe, man. All right, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man. Because the other tribes are over here in the so-called Americas, man. All right? So that 1,000 years was ruling from the period of 325 all the way to the 1400s, man. Losing all power during the 1500s, man. All right? So that 1,000 years, all right, the end of that 1,000 years, the disease, the plague,
The bubonic and
bubonic plague, all right, took down Jake, man. All right, then Esau came in, all right, and took us down, man. And we taught them, we civilized them. We taught them English, we taught them French, all right, we taught them Italian, all right, we taught them Russian, all them languages, man.
And mathematics and things like that too.
All right, because Joel 30th chapter tells you that. All right, they were children of fools, children of base men, man. All right, they were up in the caves. That's where you get cavemen. All right, they didn't have no language.
It's First Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint a likeness of their images.
Yeah, the heathen. That happened during the Greek Empire. They was doing it back then too. All right. So Esau just recycled his old habits and did it in the Renaissance period. All right, 500 years ago. All right. So you Edomites haven't switched up your style, man. You were created deceivers. Have a leopard change stripes. Yep. You're created liars. Liars and deceivers. All right. Robbers and murderers. All right. Because Cain. All right. Cain is the progenitor of Esau, man. And his name is Dagger. All right. So that's why he slew Abel. All right. Because the sword, that's his blessing. All right. Isaiah 60.
Back in Isaiah 60. Isaiah 60 and 2. But behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Yep. All the darkness, all the lies that the so-called white man puts out. All the philosophy, democracy. All right. Have you believe in his dollar bill. All right. His philosophy of accepting transgenders and fucking lesbos, gays, and all that shit, man. All right, that's wicked philosophies, man. That's totally adverse to what the Most High says. All right? I believe you did a video earlier saying they got prosthetic.
Oh, yeah.
Genital prosthetics for transgender children.
Right. That's fucking crazy.
We talked about that years ago, baby
dildos. Yeah. They're going fucking nutty.
It's all over the world.
Sorrow, man. Abnormality. That's what's being pushed. The spirit of perversion. The undivided deviation from the righteous way.
Darkness to people.
There's darkness to people, but the Lord Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Yeah, upon his elect, man. All right, you actually looking at Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah right now, man. All right, you looking at his prophets, man. The prophets that he sent to tell you that your kingdom is coming down, Mr. White Man. All right,
Right.
that's it. Yeah, Joel 2.
And if I may say real quick, if somebody can, but we sure get Philippians 2 and I believe it's 14. It's basically that light, which Yahweh Shai is the light. And once we became his disciples and we learned, and now we walk in his path, we hold the light now. So Jake, that's in darkness. In order for them to come out of darkness, they have to come to the light. So we actually are bearing the light that Yahweh Shai passed to his men. Yeah. So right now we're in the midst of a nation that's in gross darkness, but we're like that flicker, that lamp that's in the midst of that darkness, man. Yeah. Real quick, Philippians 2, and then back to you, bro.
You wanted
2 and 15.
Yeah, about 15. Philippians, Philippians 2 and 15. It says, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation.
In the midst of a crooked, meaning a perverted, ass backwards nation, man. Jake being into all type of madness, wayward philosophy, acting like a bunch of deviants, just like the rulers at that time was what? The Romans. Jake was perverted, following after the damn Roman customs, man. So those that followed the anointed and they, preached his doctrine and walked in his word, they were polar opposites to those that were with their society. So they were a representation, man, of the Lord. So, hey, we in America, and we're against the way of this society. But the way of this society is gross darkness. Homosexuality, lesbianism, that's gross darkness, man. Pedophilia. But we're shining the light, which is this word, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
Hey, among whom you shine as lights in the world, man. So Yahweh Shai, him being ultimately that light, because that's what we're shining. We're shining Yahweh Shai to you, man.
That's right.
Walk in his way. Which is what? To walk in the spirit, man. Walk in the ways of righteousness. He's the law. He's the word of the Most High, man. All right? And if you come unto him, you'll be coming from darkness into his marvelous light. You won't be a damn pedophile if you come to the Lord. You won't be a homosexual or a lesbian or an adulterer or an idolater, man. Worshipping his worthless ass money, man. Killing each other for $2, $3, man. That's gross darkness, man.
For money that ain't even worth the ink that it's printed on, man.
There's more, right? Yeah. This is verse 16. It says, holding forth the word of life, which is why that light. That word is what that wisdom is that guiding light, so to speak.
Yep.
Is Yahweh Shai that paved the way before us and lit the righteous path before us amongst all the darkness of the world. It says that I may rejoice in the day of Yahweh Shai, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 4, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are...
Yeah, like we measure the prophecies, all right, that's written in this book, and match them up to what's going on in current events. All right, we're not in darkness, man. All right, we know the RFID chip is the mark of the beast.
And not to take it.
Yep, not to take it. All right, we know thermonuclear missiles are going to destroy America. All right, that's a part of that light Yahweh Shai gave to us. All right.
It says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others.
Yeah, 2/3 of our people are asleep, man. All right, they got great fat on their spirit, man. All right, Isaiah 6 chapter 6 and 9. Man.
Well, like if you had like earmuffs almost, because they have a cushion that they can't get the vibration of righteousness into them, and that wickedness can't get out because that fat is latent and got it compacted in there. We gotta trim that. That's what we're out here to trim the fat off of the elect's ears and circumcise their hearts. That's the circumcision is. Taking that off.
And it shouldn't take you. Once you see the prophets on YouTube, it shouldn't take years for you to like really get it. You're supposed to get it like quick snap in the hurry. All right. You're supposed to wake up. Okay, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, because if you don't come in, quickly, that goes to show you that it was never really in you. Because you gotta wake something up in somebody that's already in them. That's what it means to educate.
To draw from within.
If I'm able to educate you, that means that I was able to draw from within you, meaning it was already in you. I just have to enlighten you to bring you to remembrance. All you elect, they're gonna be educated.
What's that movie? Captain America, Winter Soldier. Where the guy had to hear like code words. For him to wake up and do his super soldier shit. That's the same thing with these scriptures.
We wait on these code words.
Yeah, the code, the secrets, man. All right. Once you get a word, you're supposed to wake up right there. Then you start learning. But that belief comes once you get a word. All right. It'll take you years to actually start believing and start doing the works.
I could actually drop it too. I mean, there's a little more, but I could drop it. That was
Job 10 and 21. But before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness.
Yeah, this is the land of darkness, man. America, man. NATO and the EU, man. Other parts of the world, man. The so-called white man rules everything. All right, don't let him lie to you saying he just owns America and Britain and NATO. He owns obviously in Russia. He owns Africa. All right, so-called black people think you're from Africa and shit. The white man owns Africa, man. All right, he owns China, all that shit, man. All right, this is his world. All right, and he has other nations, backing him up and shit, but the other nations don't mean shit to the white man. The white man piss on the other nations, man. All right?
Even to the land of darkness.
And the darkness.
And the shadow of death.
This is the shadow of death. All right? That's Psalm 37.
A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, And where the light is darkness.
Where the light is darkness. All right? We come now and proclaiming the light and the word. All right? Unto the world. All right? Which is darkness. All right? The world looks at us as being weird. All right? Bizarre. All right? Taboo. All right? Because we're the light and they're saturated in darkness. All right? But we look at you as taboo, bizarre. You know, so it's that balance, man, that the Lord set up, all right, on this planet, man.
That goes into Wisdom of Solomon in the 2nd chapter. You know, being an infamy to the transgression of their education. You know, we're totally contrary to the world, man. And that's how it's supposed to be. And that's the duality of the Lord. He has set righteousness. You know, the godly against the sinner, you know, good against evil, you know. That's what you see happening in the earth, you know.
Like you have the elite bankers, which are Edomites. They're the wicked Illuminati. They're wicked light bearers. But Yahweh Shai and his men are the righteous light bearers. All right, the righteous Illuminati. All right, the Lord created both good and evil, righteousness and wicked. Yeah.
Hey, if I may say real quick, like when we read that in Ephesians, the 6th chapter, where it talks about we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yes.
And it talks about the rulers of the darkness of this world. In order for you to be the rulers of darkness, you got to know the light, man.
Yeah.
You got to know a form of light. You know. So they obviously them devils, the Illuminati, they know something that a lot of you peons don't know. That's why they're able to have that major influence and control over you, man. They're able to manipulate you through their media, you know, through the so-called educational system. You know, they're the ones that guide the curriculum. Okay, so all this, you know, these movements that have been set up over the past 30, 40, 50 years. They're the ones that have been setting those things up as stumbling blocks for the people to keep them in gross darkness, man. Whether it be women's liberation, feminism, you know,
Government aiding.
dependent on the government, you know, all that, man. The civil rights thing, the whole pro-black shit, the whole wave, going back to the 60s. Esau he was with all that, man. All that was just control opposition. That's all that was, man. Don't think that for a second that this white man has any good interest towards you tribes, man.
Right.
All right? If he does anything good, he does it unwittingly.
Yeah.
It's back on you, bro. Joe 10.
It's a rock. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. And it reads, never trust thine enemy.
Can I say this real quick? Now I was just gonna say, and the 2/3 of our own people are our enemy, because they're an enemy to our Lord. Because they're an enemy to light. They'd rather walk in darkness than walk in light.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, this is talking about the white man, but hey, our people goes along with this white man program, so that makes you the enemy. All right, it's Proverbs at 21, I think. Though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall know no punishment. Yeah, 11 times. Yeah, man. So our people gonna catch the same hell as this white man over here in America, man. You're gonna taste the same fiery death of the so-called white man and these other nations. All right, via nuclear destruction. All right. Yeah.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
And the so-called white man, he gives you these programs to, benefit you. He gives you money. All right, he gives you the tax returns and
EBT.
And jobs or whatever. But you still don't trust him, man. All right, because he has ulterior motives, man.
Like even what you said, the scriptures say a gift destroys the heart. So when our people are getting all these government-funded programs, whether it be EBT, Section 8 housing, and all these different things, they looking at the so-called white man like, dang, like he got to be good because he giving me this. But you don't understand, like the brother said, the ulterior motives behind it is now you don't have a man in the house. Now the family structure is broken up, all because you trusted your enemy and forgot that your man was supposed to be on your team.
And our people don't understand that the world belongs to us, man.
God.
The whole world, man. The whole planet Earth, man. All right? So it's crazier, man. Our people just sell out over a piece of paper, man, with the so-called white man on it, man. That's what you've been reduced down to, man. All right?
Set not by him, set not by thee, set him not by thee, Slaki. At least when he have overthrown thee, he stand
Yeah,
up.
the worst thing for you niggas was immigration.
God,
That was the worst thing.
So now we can watch close and personal. And when your thoughts go toward righteousness where they should be going, you can hurry up and correct it and penalize them.
They use that Martin Luther King. He was a homosexual.
Michael King.
They propped him up as being the forefront of civil rights. Right? They use his ass, man. And now look at the state that our people are in. It's totally gone, man. Lost, man.
If I may say, that same platform, the civil rights movement, it was originally started by a homosexual named Bayer Rustin. That was his secret lover right there. Yeah. And that same platform is now used to advocate for the homosexual community, the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community. And notice that they have the same approach. It's about rights. It's about getting power and being seen as equal, right? So they're using that platform to say lesbians, gays, bisexuals, homosexuals are just as equal with the so-called black men.
Yeah.
Our struggle, we're in the same struggle to get everybody to empathize with their perverted wickedness, man.
And I gotta say it like this too, because everybody in the world knows that if you get the so-called black man's approval of something, the black community's approval, then it's good. So they hurry up and went to them and liken the struggle to one another. Now you accepting it, then the trend is going to follow, because the world follows after, Jake.
Did they try to put that on their flag? Flag.
Do the black,
Yeah.
Black and brown, and brown.
And brown, That's why you're never supposed to get close to your enemy, man.
It said in that verse, it said, or when you get back to it, he will overthrow thee and take thy seat, and take your spot.
Look at the condition of the so-called black and Hispanic family prior to integration. Things were completely different. Jake at least had a moral conduct about themselves. It was a different way that they had traditional values. Jake valued family back then. Women, they were more family oriented, and men were more family oriented. And women were effeminate. They knew their role, they knew their position. The men, they wasn't fagged out and emotional and soft. They knew that they had to be men. They had to learn trade. They had to learn skill. Teach their sons how to be men. The mothers groom their daughters up to be wives, man, and to know their place and to be submissive. All that shit. We came together with the so-called white man. Now you a bunch of hoes, you a bunch of faggots, you infested with all type of diseases. All right, broken homes, out of wedlock. All right, bastard children, foster homes, dysfunctionality. Ever since we came together and learned the ways of this damn devil. That's why the Lord told us from the beginning to stay separate, man. Be ye holy, man. Don't make no covenant, don't make no agreements or no friendship with the heathen, man. This is what happens, man.
There's supposed to be a clear difference between us and the heathen. On sight, but then in conduct also.
Now you got children. I saw on World Star, you had this tatted up nigga bitch, oh fucking trifling, nasty bitch. This bitch had a baby right behind her.
On her
and she was twerking on the baby. Come on, man. It's fucking depraved, man. You know?
And if you don't think that there's something like, if you don't think there's something wrong with that, you're in darkness. If something's wrong with you, you think that I don't care if you don't be all in fun. That's for the world to see now.
That's
an image
cute.
you can't take back.
That wasn't cute, all right? That was straight up perversion, man. That's wickedness, man.
The worst one than that.
Shit like that should have got. Shit like that right there is supposed to get the same outrage that R. Kelly is getting.
Yeah.
Black card. Black.
A lot of that type of shit goes on is normal in the so-called J community, man. And there's no big outrage, no uproar about none of that shit. But because R. Kelly's getting flamed right now, everybody on this fake ass outrage, hopping on the bandwagon, let's get R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? A temporary forced outrage that y'all on right now. You people are full of shit, man.
And then stuff like that R. Kelly shit gonna boost the Me Too and all that women shit.
Yeah. And all these dumbass women, they about to get in on that.
Yeah, I said it years before the truth. I said they let him go because he kept putting hits out. Now he ain't putting the same hits out.
Right.
Let's go get his ass.
Right.
But what I was gonna say about the lady twerking on the baby, that leads to something even worse. I know y'all seen the one a couple years ago where the baby was twerking. He's like 4 years old twerking.
Yeah.
Twerking just like a grown ass woman, like the pole and the whole nut.
She learned that from her mother.
Because what the scriptures tell you, it says, "Esdras women shall bring forth monsters."
Yeah.
It tells you how cool the women of our nation are to their children, to the seed. You know?
Hey, but we're gonna get right back to the scriptures. We gotta get the scriptures out. But hey, this is what happens when you live in a liberal world governed by the wicked. The wicked wants you to live like that, man. He wants you women to be freely promiscuous and to live loose like that, man. So you can teach your children how to be wicked, you know? So that's why you're not supposed to trust the enemy, man. All this gross darkness because of the rulers of the darkness of this world. Okay?
Verse 12. Set him not by thee, least when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Yeah, our people are overthrown, man. Overthrown. And we got talked about integration, man. Back in the 60s, man. Alright?
Hey, Jake thought they got their victory with that whole shit. But all it did was actually, the white man was like, you know what, no, we can come together. And that's what fucked the whole community up even more.
Even the regular Edomites, they was like, they was opposed them.
Yeah, it was against that shit.
Against that. It was actually the government, through their elite bankers. Push that whole agenda through.
Like we had several court cases that happened in that time. Brown versus Board.
Board of Education.
Board of Education. Talk about the Little Rock 9 and all these different cases.
Yeah, it's like there was a case before then where they made a movie out of that shit. Where the so-called black woman was in a relationship with a so-called white man. And there was a whole big debacle about that. I believe it was in the 60s. I mean in the 50s or something like that. But they made a whole movie about that.
We had Ruby Bridges. She was, I believe, she was in like elementary and middle school. But you know, she was a Jake that went to an all Edomite school. You know, just because it was part of that integration thing that the elites was sending. You know?
Why would you want to go to
Fine.
all Edomite school if you're a so-called black Latino Native American, right? Man, you so-called black man, you nigga want to catch you. I ain't gonna have no mercy on you. Don't share no pity. Alright?
Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rest have not been altogether wiped away.
Yep.
Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words to be quick therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such?
Yeah, Esau's a serpent, man. Alright? He's a serpent, man. He's gonna bite you. Alright? No matter how he comes to you, man, he's gonna bite you eventually. And that bite, that's a hard bite.
When he said, remember my words and be quick to them. And then always, never forget what I'm telling you. Always beat this to mind. Always, don't never trust him. Never. Always keep that in the back of your mind, no matter what kind of business you do. If you deal with it that way, you still don't trust this man. Under no circumstance. He said if you go crouching and all that, don't trust this man under no circumstance.
Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?
Hey, because Jake is joined into he joined with Esau's sins, man.
Black for Trump, yeah. On the election, Black for Trump.
He joined in with his sins, man.
And I never say this since I brought up Black for Trump. It appears that we're from Trump. No, we're with the destruction that Trump is bringing to America. As he's trying to help hurry up and get us up out of here. We do not like, believe in, or trust that so-called white man.
Yeah, Trump ain't nothing but a vessel that the Most High used to further bring down the destruction of America. Alright?
Says for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaking sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Yeah. There ain't a whole system, man. The word system means pit. Alright? And our people is in the pit. Alright? The so-called Negro, Latino, Native man, American man. Alright? We're on the bottom of the totem pole, man. Alright? And the so-called white man use our women against us, man. Alright? Put us, lock us up in jail, child support. Alright? You know, the destruction of the family structure. You got the women raising the children, all right, by herself. And she's teaching them nothing but emotion. All right, they don't have that balance in the household, man. Men in the household. All right, that's all systematically designed. All right, by the so-called white.
An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
I love blood, man. Since blood have pursued thee, since you have pursued blood shall pursue thee. This man is always looking for a way to destroy Jake. Back from the days when our forefather Isaac was on his deathbed passing out the blessing. He still hates you from them. That's how deep his hatred goes. He ain't never forgot about this.
Cain.
Oh yeah, Cain. That's right, the just Cain. Hey, and if you want to go deep about the serpent, he knew that they would die.
Yeah.
You know?
It tells you in the Apocrypha. Basically, it was the envy of the devil
Yeah.
that he beguiled Eve to to beguile Adam to turn away from the way of the Most High. Because if you think about it, we're a representation of the Most High, so we're like, we're known as the sons of God.
Right.
Esau wants that position. He wants to be the son of the Most High. So because he saw that Adam and the sons of God had the way, he's like, you know what? Let me offset that. Let's turn them out of the way. And once they got turned out of the way, that's when death began to reign on the earth, man. I think that's Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. It talks about the envy of the devil. So he even had hatred even back then during the time of Adam. For him to go to Eve and like literally lie to her in her face, and tell her, hey, if you learn this stuff and you get involved with this, you ain't gonna die. You're gonna be as a god. Was it like the last verse? You can start a verse up and then we go.
I'm talking to you. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 23. It says, for the Most High God created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity.
Yeah, the sons of the Most High, man. Let us make man in the likeness of our image. And we was originally supposed to walk in the commandments perfectly. But what ended up happening? The Lord created that serpent, which was to fulfill the purpose of bringing that balance of good and evil. Because the Lord created the wicked for the day of destruction, man.
It says, verse 24, nevertheless, through envy of the devil, came death into the world. And they that do hold of his side do find it.
Yeah, so if you want to continue to listen to the white man, the so-called white man, and learn from him, and have him convince you that it's okay for a girl to wear boy shorts with small bulges in it, If you want to listen to that and take hold to that, like that's somehow a profound way of life. That's something to be progressive. Then hey, death will find you.
It's obvious. It's so obvious that the serpent is Esau. So-called white man is.
He's full of
same motives, man. He's still telling our people that it's okay to go against the Most High. And not keep the fire.
And the messed up part about that is that he made our people forget that the Most High is real, or where to find him. He's still in the book. St. John chapter 8, verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father when you do. Talking about they fought after the lust of the devil before.
The white man.
Yep. So, he was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh aloud, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it.
The father of it. Going back to the serpent. All right? So, following him is only going to get you death. You're going to be destroyed, man. And like it tells you in Proverbs, he that it tells you in Proverbs, 26th chapter, that when you lie to somebody, you actually hate them because that actually affects them. If you tell a lie to somebody and you lead them astray on purpose, like intentionally, that's hatred. And you don't care about the effects that can be caused behind that lie. What he did by lying caused that string of death, and that we have to, that whole cycle of life and death. It got to play out constantly over and over based on that action that the serpent did.
Thousands of years later.
Just through that course of action, that's why we gotta worry about. We gotta anticipate death.
I got a.
Yep.
I'm starting at 22. This Proverbs 26 and 22. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down in the innermost parts of the belly, burning lips and a wicked heart.
Hey, because now that you done digested that lie as truth, it gets in there and it begins to affect you. Now your thought process is now changed because of that lie, which now sets off a vibration, a thought that you think like Cesare Borgia being when they push this lie out there, right? You push that lie out there, now the minds of the people really believe this image is what he's supposed to look like. They can't see the so-called black man or dark-skinned man to be the Messiah. Most people go, no way. You know, he ain't white, but he ain't black, man. Like that perception sits in your mind and alters the way you think, believe, and your actions in the future. Right? Just off that lie, a simple lie.
He created mass stumbling blocks against your tribes, man. You know? Because this is a false idol. An idol is basically a representation of a deity. This man was not a deity. This was a homosexual. He was incestuous. All right, he was a cold-blooded murderer. He was all these things, man. And they deified him by painting the likeness of his image to be the Messiah, man. They lied on the Messiah. You know, that's what he did. So therefore, and then he went around and raped, robbed, and murdered with this demonic image, with this false idol. He used this false idol to basically take the world into his possession, man. All right, and he won over the minds of you simple Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. So you will always submit to him as long as this image is in your head. All right. Yeah, man.
Continue in Proverbs 26.
It's a lie, and that's why it tells you in Isaiah 25 that the Lord's going to destroy the covering cast, the veil spread over the nations. All right, part of that covering cast is him lying about who the Israelites are, or who the Messiah, what the Messiah looked like, who the Heavenly Father looked like. All right, his plantation Christianity, that they're the Jews and we're the Gentiles.
Part of that stronghold. Yeah, man. You will, man.
Stuff like that, man. You know, this man literally lied about everything. The whole world has been bamboozled, man. He lied about history, everything. And that's why us coming out here to set the record straight, that's part of destroying that covering cast.
That covering cast is the same that stronghold.
Huh.
Read the scripture.
You got a quick read?
Yeah.
All right, give it.
This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not where and who is he?
Yeah.
The same thing with the covering cast. He put that over the face of him, and then he put his image over that, and then continued to perpetuate the lie by saying it was always me. This is our people. It's not them. When it's wait, think about it. When you came into this truth, totally you actually right here. You came into this truth, then you automatically you didn't know who was what. So when you heard it was like news to hear that I was side with a dark skinned man. Like, oh, well, that makes sense. It clicked, but it wasn't like something it was like something new you heard. So like, oh.
And when you read the scripture on it, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Like it was like that covering cast got snatched off of that.
Yeah, we didn't come up with excuses.
Keep them covered up.
And Jake want to be willingly ignorant, so they'll make excuses. They want to stay ignorant. They want to stay mentally enslaved. You know, they want to stay in Egypt. You know? Go ahead,
It's Proverbs 26 and 23. Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within them.
And it was like gold plated, but it's silver. They're like gold plated. You're thinking it's all good and 100%, but it's just covered up to deceive you.
No, like we always say, poop wrapped in like gold foil or something.
Yep.
It says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart.
Seven meaning.
Whose hatred is covered by deceit.
Hatred is covered by deceit, like the serpent. That's
Hey,
hatred.
God, just look, in the time when Esau came over here, when the northern kingdom was over here, living real, what did he tell them? He made all these different treaties, talking about how they gonna have peace in the land. But what happened? He broke every single treaty and put genocide within our people.
Yeah, relegated you to reservation.
God,
They ain't got no running water.
God, the worst parts of the land. Now to continue, it says whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth the stone, it will return upon him.
That big heavy weight that I would make you think about that Indiana Jones movie.
Oh yeah.
That big
Temple of Doom.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
No, the first one.
So what's
Raiders
it?
of the Lost Ark. That big
Yeah.
Hey, you try to push that up to push it on somebody else, it's gonna roll back on you.
Yeah, that's why it says in Happy Creek, woe to you that put the bottle to your neighbor,
Yep.
make him drunk so you can look on his nakedness.
Yep.
The Lord knows that it's you that's contributing to why Jake is all messed up, man. Jake is wicked in himself, but you help elevate Jake wickedness, man.
Forward the affliction.
You help forward that, man. The righteous are was that Proverbs 12 and 26? But the way of the wicked is seducing.
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked is seducing. This is 28. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin.
Man, they hate when those that love to tell lies, they hate when you spill the truth on them. And the best thing you can do to somebody that lied is go to that person directly that they lying about and bring it up.
They hate that shit.
Let's go talk to him. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, let's go find out exactly what he means. I'm trying to tell you, man, he tripping. I'm trying to keep the lie going until you show up and you confront about it. Now, like that movie on Fellow could have been, that movie with Makai Pfeiffer or something, right? Or whatever. Movie could have been over in 10 minutes if he just went directly to the guy, to his girl or whoever, to find out what it was. But kept going round and down and kept escalating to more and more and more. That's the way the devil works in that movie. That movie, Othello, was a Jacob and Edomite telling you a story about Jacob and Esau.
Hey, that's why, like, I'm glad you mentioned that. The fact when you confront somebody on their lie, and now the truth is being exposed, so that person feels very enraged about it.
God.
So now Esau, what is he doing now? He's doing damage control. Now he got to demonize the truth. He got to demonize the brothers, the camps. He got to set up agent provocateurs, and he got to do all that because the truth is coming out and is exposing them, man.
Funny, because we can't find a way in to rot it out from the inside like you know we would do. It's just ain't ugly.
Yeah, man. That's why, and that's how you know we're gonna have to expect that he's gonna eventually come after us, man. You know, he gonna come against us, man. He's gonna come as a great flood, man. That dragon coming after the woman, he's gonna do it because we shining the light and we exposing him.
Like you said about that lie, right? The scriptures tell us to go to that man directly if we have a difference between them.
Yeah, come on.
Don't talk to him by yourself, face to face. To find out it may be that he had not done it.
Hey, the wicked flee when no man pursue it, but the righteous are known as lions.
That's right.
They're trying to, that damage control is them trying to run from the truth. Right? They're trying to run from judgment. That's why they don't want to be associated with the term Edomite or Esau. Because, hey, to be called an Edomite That's a derogatory name. That's a household
real
name.
name.
Jake in the world know what an Edomite is now. Bro. We were talking about that last night. Like to be called an Edomite, man, that's the worst thing you could be labeled, man. But that's his identity. That's who he is, and he tried to hide that for so long. He tried to hide under the white banner.
And what it say in the Apocrypha about Edom, it says she's the only neighbor of the Israelites that was not promised mercy.
Oh, the dictionary.
Most High, the Jonathan come back by
And you get the description.
Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Yeah, it's full of lies and robbery. You know? A lot of deceit.
The guy went in front of his car,
Yeah.
and the cop couldn't go right, the cop went anyway.
Jump down to verse 4.
Yep.
Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, which is America, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I'm against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
So talking about exposure, man. I have uncovered the locks, make bare the thigh. You know, that's talking about the complete exposure of the so-called white man and his infrastructure, man. It's bringing nothing but shame to his house. You know, everybody can see that this man is a deviant. He's the world's biggest pedophile. All right. He used religion to lure children in for his sick, twisted fetishes. Everybody's seeing that, man. You can't trust him. You make deals with him, he's gonna go back and stab you in the back. You know? It's just total exposure, man.
And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as gazing stock.
And gazing stock is basically something that you just stare at and you just be like, damn, you know? You just look on it, man. You know how when you stare at something and you just be like, what the fuck, man? That's how the nations are looking at the so-called white man in America, man. How Trump is handling shit, man. You know? Like, what a disgrace, man. You know? They can't even get shit together over there. Homosexuals in the military, transgenders. You know?
And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say Nineveh is laid waste.
Which Nineveh is a code word for America in modern times, okay? It was an ancient city, but now it's a code word for America. Hey, and what are they known for? Their military. America's known for their military, right? Trying to conquer shit. But guess what? Spread thin. But guess what? People gonna run from this place because other armies are gonna capacity to destroy this place.
Nineveh was in Iraq, man. Where the ancient Babylonians at as well. Ancient Babylon.
Hey, I remember when the elder brother Yashawama, he had brought it out, how during this time in Nineveh, king of Assyria, I believe it was Sargon II, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, he was a freak, man. All right, the same spirit that Esau has, man. This dude used to actually dress up in drag, man. You know? Let me see if I can try to find that, but that's what was going on in ancient Nineveh, man, in Syria.
Yep.
You know, so the Lord had to bring. That's why the Lord, sent Jonah. You know, prophet Nahum. All right.
And And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste, who will bemoan her, which shall I seek comforters for thee.
That's it.
So we're talking about this man being revealed, right? Second Thessalonians, verse 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And we did fall away from the Most High. So this man did get an opportunity to deceive us. And we're waking up out of that deception, all right? So let that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High God.
Yeah, that son of perdition is Esau, man.
So who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God.
Yeah, what is he doing now, man? He's into his artificial intelligence, man. All right, creating creatures, out of his own hand.
Part of that temple he's sitting on is in this image. Then is one of the tribes of his people really sitting in the seat of Israel, like they're really the rulers of that world, of the world. Like they own everything. And really trying to conquer the world. Okay? It's just another sect of Edomites. It says, assuring himself that he is God. Remember ye not, you educate, right, from within you, that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And in this time he is being revealed.
Yeah, he's being revealed in this time. Because the Lord sent his prophets out, all right, to reveal Esau, his wickedness through the truth of the Bible. All right.
It says, for the mystery of iniquity do already work.
Yeah, that goes back to Roman Empire. Mystery of iniquity. All right, we're in the modern day Roman Empire. All right. The so-called white man has he basically fooled everybody. That was a prophecy in Revelation 20. He did what the Most High said he was gonna do, man. Fool everybody, man. Making our people and the other nations believe that he's just a guy you can't touch, man. He's just the ruler of this whole world. Alright, but his time is coming to an end. The Lord's getting tired of him. Alright? Getting tired of his wickedness. Alright, he's gonna send his son back. Alright, to take his throne, his rightful throne on America. His rightful throne on this earth, man. He's gonna cast down America. Alright? And the so-called white man's rule. Everywhere, man. All right, wherever the so-called white man is at, man, he's going into slavery. All right, and the Israelites going to rule, man, for all eternity, man. All right, through the law, statutes, commandments that's written in this book, man. All right, this is going to be a paradigm shift.
So the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
The spirit of his mouth is his prophets, but when the Lord comes back, he's going to ask him physically take him down. Actually physically take him down, man. He's that great millstone. All right? He's going to cast down America, all right, through violence.
And destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yeah, the brightness of his coming, man. He's gonna come back to the chariot, in the chariot with a numerous amount of angels. Right. All right. When people call UFOs today. Those are the chariots of Israel, man. That's written in the Bible, man. All right, and that's how the Lord's coming back. All right, with his band of angels, man. And he's gonna destroy the white man. All right.
Those are the Lord's divine soldiers, man.
Come.
You ain't gonna be able to fight with them soldiers, man. You're gonna try to fight. You're gonna think that you can fight with the Lord, which really you wouldn't want to do that. But the Lord's gonna put the spirit in you to think that you got a shot in fighting against the Lord and his soldiers, man, which are the angels. The angels gonna fuck y'all up, man. You know, excuse my language, but hey, that's what's coming. You done did enough on the earth, man. You done did enough. All right.
The Lord of Sabbath oaths, man. The Lord of armies, man.
That's it.
All right. The Lord of armies is coming back.
That's right. Hey, and we're his ground troops.
That's right.
All right, this is the tabernacle of David, man. You know, we standing. Hey, we're at war with you, man. But it's right now. It's on the spiritual level. You know,
You're losing.
yeah.
I don't know if you know that, you're losing. And the reason you're losing is because you built your foundation upon with lies, and we're breaking your foundation with the truth. We're building up our tabernacle with the truth.
What was you just reading?
I was in 2 Thessalonians. You want me to keep going?
What verse did you read?
I ended up on verse 8.
Yeah, read the next verse.
Okay. Verse 9, it says, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9, it says, even him who is coming is after the working of Satan, and with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Yeah, that's what it shows you. That the spiritual demon Satan works with Esau, man. Whatever left-hand power that they're using, Satan is with them. But the Lord is gonna, he's gonna flip it pretty soon, man. Because the Lord, what they don't know is the Lord controls Satan. You know? The Lord can turn your power off by telling Satan to back off, man.
And that was proof of him doing that with Job.
Yeah. The Lord, he can tell Satan what level of power he can give, man. You know? That's why eventually all those secret councils and all the witches and warlocks that, y'all get together and y'all, have these different secret councils and y'all do these prayers and you get to sacrifice these children to your idol to get that left-hand energy, that so-called left-hand power. Pretty soon, that's not going to work for you, man. That's why it tells you that in Isaiah 47 chapter. Let your monthly prognosticators, your stargazers, your wizards, basically all your witches and warlocks, let them rise up and deliver. You ain't gonna be able to stop the plagues that the Lord's gonna bring. All right. Your story is really the reoccurring story of Pharaoh in Egypt. It's the same thing over again.
Everything under the sun. You fall for it you fall for that like he really wants you to be in power, like you doing the right thing. Like he gonna all the wickedness you doing trying to X him off the picture, like he gonna see that you're trying to go to war against him. The Most High sees it.
And there is no counsel against the Heavenly Father. What's that, Proverbs? Who was holding it?
It's Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bound, but he did not pass.
That he's only going to, even though his silver thought of that his house shall continue forever, the Most High gave him bounds that he shall not pass, a time that he won't be able to rule past. Okay? You're a ruler. past a certain amount of time.
Yeah, you saw Ken travel, past the Van Halen building, man. And it's a radiation belt that the Most High put there, so the so-called white man won't penetrate that belt. All right, and go beyond. All right. So he won't mess up any other planets.
That's what the whole galaxy is with that man out there. He only got space trash.
Yeah.
He got wasted space.
So that's why Esau got aspirations about going to other galaxies.
That's why I like
You see where he put it in his movies, man.
He's trying to go to Mars now.
Colonies in Mars and stuff.
That's what I like with
Moab is trying to, they're neck and neck with that bullshit.
Space stations like like Elysium.
That's what I
How
like.
they had another landing on the moon or something like that. Ain't nobody going up there. Ain't nothing from this
It wasn't just a robot. It wasn't man that went. You see that, right?
Right.
On the dark side of the moon. And that's why I like the joke. It wasn't really a joke, but the one that Cat Williams said, man. He said, he said this man trying to go to the trying to get out of space. They trying to leave us, y'all. The truth of the matter is they trying to destroy this planet. They want to go to another moon, right to the top, brother. Trying to go to another planet to hurry up and use up all the resources over there.
Yeah.
This man is a virus, a parasite that just uses up everything and throws the land moves on.
Pillage.
And kills whatever he can. Destroy. Addition.
Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined. The number.
Yeah, who determined those? Who determined those things? Most High God determined those things. He created them for the day of evil. He set it up to now. I got you set it. What's funny is Isaac actually said that. Proving Isaac was in the spirit. When thou have the dominion on the earth, when you have your season, then you'll get to enjoy it. Hey, this feels like forever for us. Like it's always been this way. But nobody's thinking of the scheme of eternity.
And
This is just the beginning.
kind of Most High said 1,000 years to us is going to make for him.
Yeah, he set it up to where this is still the beginning of all life on the planet. Imagine we really get 5 million years into the future. 5 million years into the future, it's going to be so far. What's an Edomite? It's going to be a joke about Edomites. That word may not be in the dictionary. You know?
Adawam, what's that?
What's that, man?
That's why we might have to set up a Edomite museum and shit.
They got him for Dad, and
Flying right over, see that desert right there? That used to be where they used to move. So finish right there.
them ruling is going to be like unbelievable to our kids and stuff.
But don't it tell you in Jeremiah how Edom shall be a desolation? Just like ancient Sodom and Gomorrah was a desolation. And that's left as a memorial. So when Esau gets his, it's going to be left for a memorial. We got to, in order for us to remember this devil, we got to remember the destruction that came upon it.
That's right.
Damn, this did happen. Yeah, they did exist. Look at that. That big ass piece of land over there ain't nothing over there, just desert creatures.
I got something. You got something? Isaiah 14. Verse 9, it says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming, and stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth, and they have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou become weak as we? Art thou
That's
become like
happening
unto
now.
us?
That's actually
Right.
starting now. They see that his man is his position of power is starting to weaken. That's why they're starting to challenge him. You know? They going against his policies. They getting their missiles. You know, like China, they just showed the mother of all bombs, man. You know, like these nations, they ain't even fazed by the Western military might, man. They ain't even fazed by it. Yeah, man.
Thy pump brought down to the grave. Some people, you may not have heard the word pump, but the word also used is pompous.
But when you graduate, that's the song that they play. The song is called "Pomp and Circumstance." But like what you said again, bro? Nah, the pride. 'Cause it's like, dang,
It's like a proud.
You went all the way. You made it through, basically. Congratulations.
Yeah, rejoice and be glad. Your daughter Leah.
Thy pump is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy bowels. Worm is spread under thee, and worms cover thee. You can't. The foundation is weakened because the can't be composed.
Yeah, look at the infrastructure of America, man. It's decomposing.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? That's not that dark one. That's talking about how he fell from Lucifer. He was a light bearer at Lucifer. The word Lucifer means light bearer. So the Illuminati, right? How he fall from that such high position in the earth to so low in the earth.
And why is this wisdom failing?
Yeah.
You know, if you had all this knowledge, you know, you have all this power. Why isn't it happy? Why isn't it keeping you afloat? Why isn't it you know, they're trying to hold on to the last bit of power that they have. Y'all have, you know, all this knowledge and understanding of things. Why isn't your whole setup? Why isn't it, you know, why isn't it firm, you know? Why is it being broken down all of a sudden?
And the truth can't be broken down and it never fails.
Exactly.
It's because their wisdom was never based in truth.
Yeah.
It says, for thou hast, for thou hast,
It's like, this economic collapse is going on over here in Italy. All right, France, condition of man in France. All types of chaos is going on over there. Right? And that's going to come right over here to America.
The so-called terrorist attacks, sedition among men, the immigration crisis, all that is happening. That's how you know that the beast is being broken down, man.
It dawned on them, they might do something. So, terrorist attack over here. Trump actually put in make up his own mind and put that in second order. You know, so it gives him a reason to actually start getting this wall. And the wall, I looked at an article, it was a video about this wall ain't gonna cost no $5 billion. It's gonna cost way more than that. And it's gonna take a long time to build. And it's gonna mess up. It's gonna mess up the. You know, like if you build houses where the animals, you know, their environment. You know, it's gonna tear up. It's gonna mess up the whole ecosystem.
That's like you said, that's like that's the desert over there, you know. So all those different creatures, you know, you got a bunch of owls, you got coyotes, you got snakes and things like that. All these little different desert creatures, kind of it disturbs their habitat. And the scriptures talk about how these animals are changing their places. So with them building or trying to build the wall there, all them animals gonna have to look for different food sources. Because the animals they usually it's like because the animals that they usually prey on, they ain't gonna be in the same spots in which they usually are. You know, so now, hey, that furthers the prophecy of these animals and different newly created creatures coming in and killing you.
But they
coming into these cities.
that wall is highly with a high voltage, and that really messes with the animals right there.
Especially those animals that hunt at night and things like that, you know? Because different energy waves give off basically the scent tool, you know. So when you got the high voltage wall there, it knocks off their senses. You know?
Going back into Isaiah the 14th chapter, it says, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven," which is talking about going into space, right? "And I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High."
That's what you saw coming. We're in the space station, trying to go to other planets. Right? But he doesn't have the means to go to other planets. You know?
It says the pride of his heart have deceived him. That takes a lot of pride for you to think that you're gonna be able to set up space stations. And you have basically your getaway spot is out of space.
Yeah.
That's pride, man. You think that you really got it like that? You get beside yourself, man. That's too high for your bridges, man. You know?
It says, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit."
That's why, doesn't it say in Job 20, in the sufficiency of in his sufficiency he shall be in straits? Yeah, right when you get to the pinnacle of your pride and your power, that's when you're gonna start witnessing just long-lasting effects, collaborative situations, man, that you're gonna be faced with. You know?
In that day, everything that could go wrong is what's gonna go wrong.
Yep. And that dark cloud gonna be hanging over you.
This Job 20, 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strength.
Order popping off all over that. He feels like if he do that, he'll be sufficient to rule the world forever in his own wicked ass way.
You can get everybody chipped, kill off any resistors, just kill all them off, and then everybody else just put chips in, so we can lordship over them. That's basically what that chip is. It's the lordship over them. All right, so they can guide and control the soul. That's his heart's desire, man. So when he gets in his pinnacle, that's what it said, man. He's gonna be in straits. Straits means distress, or mental and physical pain and misery. Okay, that's when his kingdom is gonna be destroyed by the fire, and then ultimately the elites of the society, they're gonna be found by Yahweh Shai in his midst, and they're gonna go right into slavery. And that's when they're going to be put in the pits. That's when they're going to go right into hell. They're going to be brought down from heaven, and they're going to be cast down into hell, man. That transition. When this man's power structure is completely destroyed, that's when Jacob is going to rule, and that's when he's going to go right into slavery, man. That's going to be hell for him. Especially after you done ruled for all this time.
On this high level?
On that level, man.
That's really how you break the pride and spirit of somebody that's rich. You know, and they showed you in that movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. You know, once Eddie, because you know Eddie Yike carved him still. You know, and what happened? They lost all their riches, and they was broken. They had to live on the streets.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to be used to that, man. Somebody's used to that type of lifestyle, man. You just go from a multi-trillionaire to a fucking a fucking derelict, man. That's mental to it, man. You know, you can enjoy, you know, rocking tailor-made $500,000 suits and drinking the finest wine, and, you know, having chauffeurs and maids, and, you know, just walking around on the earth, and you got control over literally everything in the world, and you can just walk the streets and nobody fuck with you. You know? Picture that, man. You go from that life to living in a damn, you sleeping in a dirt road. Yeah, man. That was it, right? Yeah.
The fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Well, that's prophecy right there, right? When he's right about to fill his belly and the fullness of his sufficiency, here come Yahweh, the angels, and World War III all coming to a head.
Yeah.
Missiles, all that's about to come to a head. Okay, and take him right out of power and subdue the whole earth in one moment, in one event.
It says,
It shall rain upon him.
God, it shall rain upon him while it shall rain upon him while he is eating.
Quick free. Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This is the portion of their cup.
When the next nobody wants to drink of, we weren't supposed to drink, but we have surely drunk it. And now he got to pass the cup get passed on to him to drink the dregs of the cup.
Hey, that's missiles and then reincarnation into slavery.
Harsh. Double the time that Harsh says he's had it for us, but double in time.
Bro, Esau gotta go into hell twice.
Oh man.
He gotta die on this side in missile fire, and then wake up and slave. That's double hell right there.
I can't wait to see them devil's face when we pull them out them them bunkers.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm a screenshot that in my head forever, man.
Elon Rothschild.
Yeah.
See that custom motherfucker, man. Them niggas, they literally look like lizards.
Yeah.
In $100,000 suits. You know, they just look they don't even look right. When we catch them, man, we just look at him, we gonna fuck him up.
No, he as a slave, man. He gonna kill him yet.
We don't want to kill him on sight.
On sight.
Nah, we gotta use him to build up our kingdom.
I want to see this shit walking around my kingdom. Yeah, let me wrap this up. It says, verse 16 back in Isaiah 14, chapter 14, verse 16. It said, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, say, is this the man that the earth did, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners?
Who else could that be talking about?
Right.
Who else could that really be talking about?
Man, give somebody 2 life sentences. Man, you only got 1 life to live. When I come back, I gotta go back and listen.
Double life.
All counts of life turns like, oh shit.
Man, they do that to us.
Fucked up.
It said, and you made the world as a wilderness, like a desert. You suck the earth dry of his resources, man. You know, ain't nothing flowing, ain't nothing yielding, because this devil is dropping bombs everywhere.
Come. I got it.
You know, he's using his technology and it's destroying everything, bro. You know? So he's making the whole world a wilderness, man. And he figures after he extract this world of all his resources, destroy everything, he's gonna take what he extracted and go to another planet. You know, and see what he could do in the next planet somewhere.
And Esau knows that those other planets have like heavy with those resources that we don't even have here.
They're saying some of them have diamonds, some of them have uranium.
Yeah.
They said they're looking up and sending space probes or whatever all the way out to these planets, and then looking at what they got, like, oh yeah, we can be using that. I wish we could have sent something to take some of it or to get it all and bring it back.
Yeah. Get it all.
They would probably take us to do the work.
Bring the slaves over.
Yeah.
Well, they took a few monkeys, like the monkeys ain't making. That's how they want them going out there.
But no, you know what? That idea, if you got that idea, we already got that.
Yep, that's us.
That's us. We gonna do that to you. We gonna bring you to our.
What the brothers say? International, intergalactical slave trade.
Send him over there to the planet Yasha out.
After all, he is going to get to travel through the galaxies, but it's not going to be in the way that he wants it.
We don't get the big window seats.
See, Esau, remember when you thought that you would be able to measure the heavens? Where it talks about if you could search out.
You
could search out the heavens
or the depths of the sea.
the depths of the sea. Yeah, Jeremiah 30. And you thought that you could do this. Well, guess what? We got the ability to do it. All right.
We got the idea for our power that is really going to allow us to do it.
Oh, yeah.
It says, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out, and they back in their own land, right?
Hey, after 1,000 years, the nations, they gonna be strong. We're gonna be them total. You know, because the scriptures say that we're gonna be a nation of kings and priests. So we're gonna have to teach the nations in the way of the Lord, man. You know? But Esau, after his purpose has been fulfilled, he ain't gonna be needful anymore.
Because we will not learn
Why you think that the Lord is gonna allow Judah to inherit Mount Seir? Edom is gonna be a possession for Israel, man. Because all of Esau, they're gonna be wiped out, man. Hey, get Obadiah.
Might as well. Number 1. It said, but they that are cast out of thy grave, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. And it says in the famous verse right here, the 21st. It says, prepare a slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of his fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yeah. Don't prepare a slaughter for them, man.
Yeah.
You know, if we prepare that slaughter, we take them out, there won't be left no branch. You know, it'll be left no niece, no nephew. Clear that whole family line of Esau, clear that shit out. Because if you don't, you're gonna leave a cancer cell that can spread and return back to this bullshit.
Prime example is Saul. What he didn't do. He didn't fulfill that with the
Get rid of And this time in the kingdom, we're gonna get it right. We ain't gonna miss not one Edomite. That's all it'll take is if the Most High left one Edomite, they could all be brought back to that one fucking Edomite. You know? And that's if we allow him to deal with women. You know? I'm pretty sure Esau with his perverted ass, he'll find a way to get home to a woman. You know? So nah, man, we ain't not one Edomite, not one.
Okay. And more than that, if you think about it, if you used to only hear the truth, but everybody only spoke truth around you, somebody said a lie, you don't really like the truth. And it's hard to cycle a lie and then start over.
Exactly.
Well, they all gotta go.
And his demonic nature. Everything about him, you know? That energy that Esau brings, it could easily get brought back amongst the people, man. It ain't gonna never affect us, of course, because we gonna be, you know, empowered. The Lord's gonna, you know, we're gonna be in new bodies. We're gonna have the second covenant, you know, written in us. You know, we'll never go off again, so we won't be influenced. But these other nations, if they still among this devil, shit, man. You know, so it makes sense that the Most High got to get rid of it. Go ahead, bro.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 25, and I'll read down to 27. He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and dividing of time. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion.
The judgment shall sit. I mean, it's got to come to pass, man. The judgment is you got to give this up. The pounds that you cannot cross is now you reach that. Now you got to hand it over, or you got to take it from them. That process has already begun.
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it to the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. His kingdom is an everlasting kingdom.
I mean, we're never going to give it up. We're never going to give it up. We're never going to lose it. Nobody's ever going to take it from us. We're going to be doing what the blessings in the Deuteronomy 28 chapter says.
That's right.
Top of that chapter.
And that's why it says in Isaiah 45, you shall be Israel shall be saved with an everlasting salvation. You know, and you should not be confounded, ashamed nor confounded world without him. All right, that world is talking about uninterrupted rule. Ain't gonna be no rebellions. All right, ain't gonna be none of that, man. Any nation trying to plot, see how they gonna take down Jerusalem again, that's not gonna happen.
There's not gonna be no weapons.
Exactly. We ain't gonna have nothing to fight with.
We're going to be the weapons.
Con. Yep.
And all dominions shall serve and obey him.
Yep. That means all nations will have to serve and obey Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
Because we're going to have the many powers on this here. Meaning he's the ruler of those nations.
Yep. And these nations, they're gonna eventually, you know, after getting they back, you know, getting their head kicked, they're gonna eventually learn to succumb and be like, you know what? Let's really learn and really live after their manner.
Yeah, what they say,
They're gonna realize that this is the right way to live, you know? When he's gonna always be rebellious because that's how the Most High made him. So when he serve us, it's gonna be forced because he ain't gonna really want to serve us like that.
Get your ass on.
Especially the fucking Rothschilds. They gonna be too uppity. They don't want to scrub no toilets and shit. They ain't gonna want to be in the field, you know, picking out, you know.
That's never worked at the end of life.
Yeah, they ain't never work ever. So it's gonna be forced, man. We got to whoop the shit out of them, man, and put fear in them to make them work for us. They did that to us,
Con.
but these nations, they're gonna get in line, man. They're gonna get in suit. You know? And they're gonna know that the power is with us, man, because of the spiritual power we will have.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Man, power, authority, man.
Rulership.
Rulership, sovereignty. And we're gonna control them not only just through, us setting the law, statutes, commandments. We even gonna be able to manipulate the elements. We're gonna be able to rule over them, like we're gonna be able to tell animals to like we gonna manipulate stuff, man. Like if y'all don't, like the scripture say, if y'all don't serve us, the Lord's gonna cause a famine. You won't be able to eat. That means that we'll have the power to be able to change the weather to make sure you don't grow any crops. That's power.
Yeah.
If I can control what you can grow,
That's why we don't think he got power.
come on.
I control the seeds of the earth. I make food in the laboratory from scratch.
Verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter's of the vessels of a potter.
The ruler with a rod iron, but he said by force, man. We're gonna beat y'all ass, man. Into submission to follow this. You so rebellious and dumb. You ain't gonna follow suit as you should. You don't have to constantly realize and remind you to keep the commandments of righteousness.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father, and I will give him the morning star. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches.
Hey, I always think about when they bring that out, the apostles, they be bringing it out. Bugs Bunny, when the Edomite came over to him, because basically he was all wrapped up like he was a king and shit, and he had a golden scepter.
Oh yeah.
Every time it was the Elmer Flood, he came over to him, Your Highness, Your Majesty, and then he pulled out the golden scepter, and every time he was bashing him over the head, all right, Sir Lord and Beef, all right, Duke of, he was just every time, bah, 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 we're gonna be doing that, man. Yeah, man. That was it.
I don't know, I haven't even good mind. I don't know if they're good answer. Still have some?
Because the other nations, though, they're gonna after they serve us, they're gonna get their portion of land.
Yeah.
They just, they're gonna be able to, be well off. They're gonna have money. They're gonna, everything is gonna be in order, man. But they're just still gonna have to pay tribute to us.
All the yield of their crop in that land.
They're gonna give us a portion.
Put that on there.
That's in the law too.
Sons, your job is gonna be to be farmers, man, and field workers. Put that on there.
We can still go through there.
Change up shit.
We can still go through there.
It'll be like we can't go.
You got your part of land. Israelites still can go over it. You still gonna bow down. Psalms chapter 2, verse 7. I will declare the decree the Lord has said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
We get to inherit the heathen, man. What do you mean? Wait, who gave us that inheritance? Isaac, which is Yahweh Shai, if thou canst tell. We passed that down unto us, that we would have, that our brother will serve us. Okay? That you're gonna come and you're gonna be our slaves on the planet. Or if you like to say it a nice way, our employees. Okay?
Hey, he's prophesying to Yahweh Shai right here, man. For you Old Testament niggas, you know. That's Yahweh Shai right there, man. Asking me, now show, because he said, we start up again, bro.
Verse 7. Psalms 2 and 7. I will declare the decree the Lord has said unto me, thou art my son.
Thou art my son. But the Lord do claim a son. He do have a son, man. That's about the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Alright? Go ahead, bro.
This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them into pieces. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Yeah, that's what happened. When you possess something, what do you do? Do whatever the hell you want with it. That's what was promised to Yahweh Shai, man. His reign, his dominion is going to be from sea to sea. You know? Through the uttermost parts of the earth, man. He's going to rule the whole world, man. The galaxy, man.
The Lord said, in my father's house,
That's right.
He said he would go to prepare a place for us.
He said, you have a possession, you can do what you want with it. There's a scene in the movie, Trading Places, right? When he walking there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
In the house, he was like, I said, so who's all this stuff? Sure. This is all mine, so I could play Hollow Block Tunnel with this.
Yeah.
Face right here.
Metal like lemon with your face.
Yeah, he's playing with him, he's no problem. He's like, oh shit, my bad. Now, what did I do? He said, it doesn't matter, it's yours. He's like, oh, so I can break another one? Like, no.
Yeah.
How much it
It was
is?
like $50,000.
35,000. Yeah.
He said, but hey, it's yours. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Same thing, we can do whatever we want.
That means that we're gonna have your women. That's without question.
You gotta find anybody chick like.
Hey, and we ain't gonna be making love to them or none of that shit. That's not gonna happen. You women, y'all gonna you might get choked out after. All right. Basically, we're gonna do to you what Esau did to our women. All right.
Verse 10, be wise now therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest ye be angry, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled, but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. That's talking about Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Get on Yahweh Shai's good side. He's gonna have mercy on you.
You're gonna have to honor the Son. All right. Honor the Son to honor the Father. Because all nations, they're gonna bow and they're gonna worship Yahweh Shai. That's actually in the scriptures. And they're gonna worship the elect too. It's gonna start with Yahweh Shai, and then they're gonna also reverence his elect, man.
This guy Sakari a couple years ago said we don't have to bow to Yahweh Shai.
What the scriptures say?
Get it.
Revelation
Philippians 2.
the angels bow to Yahweh Shai. That's the revelation.
When you bow, that's you prostrating yourself out of adoration for something, man. You know? That's a form of worship. This is Philippians 2. Every knee shall bow.
I was gonna get the one in Revelation.
You did that too, bro. Oh, if somebody can get Psalm 72. Philippians 2 and 8. 8 and 9, I think.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what book of Philippians.
I got it. Philippians chapter, I was looking for every knee shall bow. This is Philippians 2 and 7. It says, but made himself of no weapon. Matter of fact, let me read it up. Let this, verse 5, let this mind be in you, which was also in Yahushua Mashiach, who being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross.
Meaning the Lord humbled himself. He wasn't in an exalted position. He didn't allow Israel to make him king. You know, none of that, man.
Or bow or none of that, yeah.
Right. You know, he basically served his disciples.
When you said they were about to make him a king, he fled. He
Fled away.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't his time, man. You know, later they tried to mock him and be like, oh, so you're the king.
Yeah.
All hell the king. You know, they was doing that to mock him because he was considered the king of kings, man. You know? But it wasn't his time. When he comes back, then you're going to meet the king of kings. All right? Then you're going to see him in that exalted position.
Verse 9 it says, wherefore the Most High also have highly exalted him and given him a name above, a name which is above every name.
Which is above every name. You know? Basically, all these different names that Jake called upon, you know, the names of these different idols that Jake worshiped, and even of the false names that's attached to him. You know, like Jesus and Christ. You know, the name Yahushua is above Jesus and Christ.
Con.
Yahushua actually translates to something. Jesus Christ don't translate. Those are made up names, man. You know? Yahushua meaning what? He's a deliverer, or he saves. Okay? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
It says, verse 10, that at the name of Yahushua, every knee shall bow.
And the nigga says, what's up, Pop? Yeah.
And then he told that the little Edomite, this what they're doing don't pay the bills. That's what he said. So you walking around like a dead fucking rapper who ain't been alive for over 20 years. You ain't. How could you even call yourself a man? I can't respect you as a man if your whole life is to go around mimicking another man.
We're out here as ourselves.
Right. Hey, you know what? This don't pay the bills. But you know what this do? It stores up our treasure in heaven.
That's
right.
It's an investment.
This is an investment.
Yeah.
See, that nigga, he broke on this side, and then in the kingdom, he was gonna be a regular citizen in it. And he gonna be ashamed that he was walking around being a nigga that said only God can judge me.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, bro.
It's verse 2 says, and at the name of Yahushua, every knee shall bow.
Every knee shall bow, man.
Of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth. Everything.
The angels, you know, everything, man. Everything is gonna obey him, man. You know, spirits, just like when he was on the scene, the spirits even obeyed him, man. You know? So yeah, you nations, you will worship him, man. But right now, you what you think you worship,
Worship you know not what.
you know not what you worship, you know?
No, we worship. Hey, you know, talking to him, worship the dead man, we worship the living power.
That's right. Hey, if Pac came back, he'd kill that man.
He bootlegging his images.
Yeah.
He kicked on the bootleg instead, he bootlegging his image.
Like, nigga, you think I'll look like that after 20 years? I'll still be dressing like that? But anyway, you know.
That nigga stand in the mirror like thug life on his stomach.
And this nigga probably like 43 and shit. Jake,
Gross darkness.
that's darkness covers the people.
Verse 11 it says, and that every tongue should confess that Yahweh Mashiach is Lord to the glory of the God Yahweh, the Father.
Yeah, to the glory of the Most High. That's why it says in John the 5th chapter that we're supposed to honor the Son even as we honor the Father. Because, hey, really, Yahweh, the Most High, he'll dwell vicariously through his Son. If you praise my Son, then I know you praising me, because I am his Father and he represents me. You know, so when everybody's worshiping Yahweh Shai, we really worshiping the Most High. That's why it tells you in Revelation, the 20th chapter, we're gonna be king, we're gonna be priests of Yahweh Shai and of the Most High.
Yep.
What do a priest do? A priest serves. So we're going to be serving the Lord and the King. But we're going to be teaching the nations how to properly serve our Lord. You know? You was holding on.
Hebrews 1 and 5, for unto which of the angels saith he at any time, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. And again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world, he said, and let all the angels of the Most High worship him.
Angels worship.
Angels, bro. And the angels, they have power. Okay? Celestial power, man. Even so, you got celestial beings, supernatural beings that worship constantly, man. That do whatever it is, take whatever order from you. You know?
And I was out there, he said I need to fall down 12 legions. Take the Roman Empire. Revelation chapter 4, verse 8. And the four beasts had each of them 6 wings about him, and they were full of eyes within, and they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Lord power Almighty, which was and is to come. And when those beasts give glory and honor and thanks to him that sat on the throne, who liveth forever and ever, 24 elders fall down before him that sat on the throne and worship him that liveth forever and ever, and cast their crowns before the throne, saying, Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure thou art and were created.
So those angels, the purpose of those angels being created is just to non-stop worship him at the throne, man. Yeah. Picture that. They don't get tired, they don't sleep, they don't do nothing up there. They just worship the Most High, man.
Revelation 5 and 8. And when he had taken the book and the 4 beasts and the 24 elders, which are angels, fell down before the Lamb, all right, which is Jehovah Shai, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints.
They rejoice, you know, that he was worthy to open up the seals, man. So he was found worthy of to be worshipped. Hey, worship. That's worship. You know? A lot of dudes got emotional over that term a few years ago. Certain dudes left the camp, left the faith because of that. You gotta understand the meaning of words, man. You know? But why wouldn't you worship the Messiah? He created you.
Yeah, he left the mediator that leads us back to the Most High God. Exactly. Well, that's a major favor.
Hey, him dying adopted us back to being the sons of God, man.
Exactly.
We owe him. We finna become God. We finna be gods again on the earth, man.
This written plain right there, man, you still don't believe it. You're not one of the chosen.
And you dummies, you Old Testament niggas talking about, oh, y'all, GMS, like, I could picture that bug out, that schizo nigga. He gon' say, oh, see, look, GMS preaching that you're supposed to worship man. You know, they're worshiping idols. Come on, man.
What do you guys?
That's what we got. Same guy you got around your neck. That's tough rainbow tree.
I got Jesus.
No, that ain't Jesus.
Written down.
That's not Jesus. The Lord of the Son, the Bible, the Son of the Most High, the Bible, he didn't say about the cross. That's not the Bible.
The cross that it said you're supposed to take up is not a crucifix.
I gotta touch you here.
You're supposed to be
God can judge me. Only God can judge me.
You got that from the book of Tupac. That's not Tupac, matter of fact, if you keep rolling past, Tupac is down here.
Y'all get in the studio.
Came back.
In the studio.
I got God here.
Psalm 72, 18.
God here.
The kings of Tarshish and the isles shall bring presents. The kings of Sheba and Seba shall offer gifts. Yea, all kings shall fall down before him. All nations shall serve him.
Go back, like jump up some verses. I mean, that whole chapter is crazy.
Yeah.
It's about Yahweh Shai. Psalm 72nd chapter. That's about the Lord, man.
The Psalm 72.
And I don't see how you, like you Old Testament niggas, how do y'all don't never address that chapter when we bring it up?
That's in the short Bible. It only has Psalms, Proverbs, New Testament.
Y'all supposed to acknowledge the Psalms. That's part of the word, man. Well, who is this in Psalm the 72nd chapter, man? Who is that talking about?
Huh? Says it. How does that make a difference? How does that make a difference? That ain't, so if that's racist, that ain't racist.
Oh, yeah, crazy. Crazy.
That's the truth. That was too tough.
Shit, demons around. I lose out to that.
That's the truth,
I'm a
man.
veteran. I killed 3 people.
Okay.
What does the scriptures?
That was a lie. That's racism, right? This ain't racist. This is just the truth. a week. You go to church twice a week. You didn't know that? Yo, I'd be mad at that man. I go ask you what Jesus look like in the Bible. Ask your pastor that the next time you go to church. True. So how you gonna? So why you call us racist? Why you call us racist if it don't matter now? Now that it don't look like you. All right, man, that's enough. Cause you full of shit, mister. That's what. Mister. That's what I'm saying, mister. That wasn't right. You know that wasn't right. You know that wasn't right.
This is just a sign that Esau is falling.
Oh yeah.
You know that wasn't right, right?
Alright?
You know you was wrong for that, right? You know you were wrong for that, right? Calling us racist, and then all of a sudden say it don't matter. But you didn't call that one racist. No. Well,
Hey, we all.
No, before leading down there. You ain't heard nothing racist out of us. This is a bold-faced lie. This is the truth. But we're racist because the image of God, the Lord is dark skin. So you automatically think we're racist. But now it don't matter.
Yes, it does.
So if it didn't matter, so if it didn't matter if he was dark skinned or not, why are we racist? And once you saw that, you called us racist. But now the color don't matter. All right, you can keep going.
If it ain't in Esau's favor, it's racist.
Yeah.
Go.
It's hate.
Yeah, it's hate.
Go.
If it ain't what he propagated throughout the earth, then it's hatred and it's racist.
Because God is really black. Lord is
Because white is right.
Yeah.
But you're not white though. You're red.
Because the red was red.
You're red. Your forefathers lied to you, Esau.
Nobody cares about either of those things that you think you've accomplished. The skin color's not an accomplishment, and what the American military is doing is not a valuable accomplishment.
All right, bro. Let it go. Let's get back in the word.
I don't want to testify on this.
Starting at the top of Psalm 72.
Yeah, you can start the time.
Give the king thy judgments, O Yahweh, and thy righteousness unto the king's son.
Stop here. Get John 5 and 22. That's how you know this talking about Yahweh. Yeah, John 5 and 22. John 5 and 22.
John chapter 5, verse 22 says, for the Father judges no man, but have committed all righteousness unto the Son.
Man. And there's more precepts on that.
Wait, let me read a little more. That all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that hath honoreth them. He that honoreth not the Son, honoreth not the Father, which has sent him.
And so when he comes back, I mean, who's going to be on the judgment seat? The Son. Right? Everybody going to have to give an account to him. Go ahead, bro. So go back to Psalms 72.
Give the king thy judgments. Oh, yeah.
Who's the king? The king of kings. The Son.
And thy righteousness unto the king's son.
Yep.
He shall judge them with righteousness, and thy poor with judgment.
He will what?
He shall judge thy people with righteousness, and thy poor with judgment.
Stop there and somebody get Isaiah 11. 11 and like, I think verse 4. You could read verse 1 and then jump to verse 4.
Isaiah 11 and 1. And there shall come forth and rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots.
Who is that talking about? Wrapped in roots? Who is that talking about?
You could precept that with Matthew the 1st chapter.
So the genealogy.
Yeah.
Remember to the 4th verse. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove with equity for the meek. earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the great breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked.
Yeah. And that's you can read it. He's doing that on a spiritual level, but he's gonna do it when he comes back with the chariots. Right now he's destroying this devil with the spirit of his mouth, with the prophets. And now, but when he comes back in his divinity, he's gonna actually bring total destruction, man. He's gonna bring laser fire and he's gonna start zapping devils, man. You know? He's gonna send fire down. Okay? So that's, hey, King David prophesied of that, man. So you had a proof?
I know.
Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. And the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice. That's what we're saying, right? From henceforth, even forever.
Forever.
The zeal of the Lord Yahweh of hosts will perform this.
Beautiful. You think, is that more?
The Lord sent a word into Jacob, and it has lighted upon Israel. Just because it ties that to the light of the darkness, right? Because when we're in the kingdom of heaven, in our right mind, we'll be the light of the Gentiles, the light of the world. All the other nations will look to us as the light.
That's right.
And our wisdom will be taught to them so they can learn to see out the darkness and live the righteous way.
Deuteronomy 4 then. You get your free and then go back to Psalm 72.
We'll go in there too with that the mouth and the breath of his lips.
Oh yeah, get that. Get that.
Second Ezra chapter 13. Go straight to the point. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instruments of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest.
And he said, I will make my word as a fire in their mouth, and his people wood.
Yep. Con.
You know, that's that flame of fire. The wicked is going to burn the people up.
But this is talking about when he comes back.
Yeah, the chariots. Yeah.
And they were all mixed together, blast of fire, flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Man, that was he witnessed total devastation, man. He got that vision of the Lord coming back to zap people. He was frightened by them, man. It tells you how people's hearts are going to be filling them when they see the cherries of big in the sky, man.
Yep.
People aren't going to know what to do with themselves. Alright, so hey, go back to Psalm 72. So hey, that means he's going to break in pieces the people. Go ahead, Psalm 72 and 4.
Psalm 72 and 4. He shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy and shall break the peace the oppressor.
Break in pieces the oppressor. Brother just he just read it, man. You know, who's the oppressor? Esau's the oppressor. Okay.
Children of the oppressor.
Yeah.
Isaiah 3rd chapter. Talk about insignificant race of people, the Edomites. Esau.
They shall fear thee as long as the sun and moon endure throughout all generations. He shall come down like rain upon the mown grass.
He's gonna what? He's gonna descend. He's gonna descend with the clouds of heaven. Where does somebody get that? And when he comes down, he's gonna be like the dew. You know, he's gonna be on these
Acts
devil's
the
heads,
first
man. You know.
Yeah, Revelation is the first.
Talking about how he's gonna descend. I think there's one in First Thessalonians 4.
Oh yeah.
That's one of them.
I was thinking Acts the first
Acts
chapter.
first, yeah.
Yeah. Or Revelation the first chapter.
Acts 1 and verse 11. Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up to heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Just like he ascended up into the cloud, he's going to descend with the cloud. He's going to descend with the host of heaven. All right?
Matthew 24 and 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet, and shall gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other.
1 Thessalonians 4 and 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of Yahweh, and the day Yahushua shall arise first.
That's it. Okay. Hey, Proverbs 30 and 4. Who have ascended and who have descended?
Isaiah chapter 31 verse 5. Isaiah 31 and 5. As birds flying, so when the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem, defending also he will deliver, and passing over he will preserve it.
So go back to Psalms 72.
Psalm 72 and 7. In his days shall the righteous flourish, and abundance of peace, so long as the moon endureth. He shall have dominion also from sea to sea, and from the river unto the ends of the earth. They that dwell in the wilderness shall bow before him, and his enemies shall lick the dust.
They shall bow before him and lick the dust, man. Isn't that also in Isaiah? That they shall lick up the dust at thy feet. You know? They're going to prostrate themselves to us, man. Show obeisance. You know? Go ahead, man.
The kings of Tarshish and of the isles shall bring presents, and the kings of Sheba and Seba shall offer gifts. Yea, all kings shall fall down before him. All nations shall serve him.
All nations shall serve him. Yeah. So you're going to what? You're going to worship him.
Yep.
All right? You're gonna, the Hebrew word there is ibad. You know? So you're going to serve the Lord and worship him. You Old Testament niggas, y'all can't get around that. You'll try to find a way to, but all you're going to do is manipulate the scriptures and make it say something else. You're going to be in danger if you do that. Shit, you already in danger for blacking out our news, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, all nations shall bow, man.
Deuteronomy 4.
It wasn't talking about how the kings are gonna bring in gifts.
Yeah.
That's in the scriptures, man. They're gonna bring their riches.
Isaiah 60 and 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Talking about Israel, man.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut, day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles,
The wealth, the riches. And that's a cut to that whole 400-year prophecy bullshit. Because going back to Genesis, it said that they would come out with great substance. We're not going to take anything out of Babylon. All the riches that we're going to get, they're going to actually bring to us through the gates of Jerusalem.
Yep.
The riches that we're bringing out are in here.
Exactly.
Bring that out.
And why would you want to take anything from this?
It's all through
Yeah.
It's going to be destroyed. All those riches are going to come to naught in 1 hour. All right, so we're going to be getting our riches from these the kings of these other nations, man.
All
Like the Saudi princes.
Yep. All the gold and
Them motherfuckers got money.
yeah.
Them Israelites over there, man, they sitting on real riches, man.
Them gooks got a lot of gold too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that rapper chick rapper chick from over there.
In Saudi Arabia?
MIA.
She was like, that's not gold. 10 karat, that's not 14 karat, that's not gold. 24 karat is gold. You know? She was clear about over here in America,
Yeah.
we think 10 and 14 karat is gold. She said, but they got 24 karat gold, pure gold over there. That's what they rock. It's a deeper gold color. Yeah, it was MIA, yeah.
and that their kings may be brought, for the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. There those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. And the sons also of
We
them
understand that place of his feet. The footstool, man. It's going to be glorious finally. The earth is going to be the way it was always meant to be. It's going to be fruitful. It's going all the glory that he wanted the earth to have, that we should inherit, it's going to be where it should be. The rivers and the water is going to be refreshed. The animals is going to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, obeying Jacob.
the sons also of them that are afflicted, them that afflict thee, shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Just like they're gonna bow at Yahweh Shai's feet, they're gonna bow at the neck of Israel's feet too. Remember, the Lord said that we're gonna be joint heirs with him. So he's gonna share his rulership with Israel, with the elect of Israel. All right. And the regular Israelites, you're gonna be over the other nations, but y'all still gonna be up under the government. All right. Go ahead.
And they shall,
Hey, Salak. So you know what that means? That even in the kingdom, you're gonna have regular Israelites that's gonna actually bow before the elect, man.
That shame is going to make them bow.
They're gonna bow, man. You know, that's when you read Revelation 3 and 9, when you apply it to those gutter rats. But who was he really? Who was John? What church was he referring to? He was talking to the churches, man. When he made those statements about I know the blasphemy of them. Yeah.
Was it 7 churches of Asia?
He was talking to the churches.
Asia Minor.
2 and 9, 3 and 9. You know. And he said that I will make them bow before thy feet, man, to let them know that I have loved thee. You know. Go ahead, bro.
And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Done.
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
Eternal excellence. Eternal preeminence. That's what the Lord's going to make us now. You know? Hey, like in the beginning, we were men of renown. We were giants on the earth, famous. We're going to be that again, and we're going to have that fame forever.
That's right.
You know? We ain't going to ever fall like we did before. That's what the Nephilim was. The sons of God, they just fell. They fell away from righteousness, man.
Right.
And they became polluted.
It says in Jude, their first estate.
They fell away from their first estate.
Yeah.
You know, just like the brother read earlier, Wisdom of Solomon 2, that the Lord made us to be immoral, but because of through the envy of the devil came death.
Immortal.
We were supposed to be immortal, man, meaning to live forever.
We didn't say immortal.
That was a slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue.
You know, just said like, hold on.
I missed the T, the T part. More total, not immoral. Go ahead.
Isaiah 49 and 22. Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and shall know that I am the Lord, but they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Hey, where's the scripture where it says, I will give you power and fame in the land where you was put to shame? Zephaniah. Yeah. We're going to go from being outcasted and being an offscoring of the people, you know, being looked at as, you know, just low life, you know, niggas, you know, that ain't going to never amount to nothing, you know, hoodlums or whatever they say about us. The Lord's going to exalt the elect. And in the midst of that transition, that's when the world is going to see it, and they're going to actually bow down like, oh shit, man. That's also Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man. You know?
See, they should be troubled with terrible fear.
Yeah.
Zephaniah 3 and 19. Behold, at the time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Yep. At that time I will bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. Woo! When I turn back your captivity before your eyes.
When you turn back the captivity.
When you made a name among men or among the earth or whatever, that's showing a respect that they have for you.
Just right.
You make a name for yourself.
Because right now, our people, Israel, we don't have respect for other people, man.
We got, they call it bywords.
It tells you that in Lamentations, the 2nd chapter.
Yeah.
They hiss and gnash the teeth.
Fan the hand at us.
You know?
This is the city of perfection.
Yeah. Should we really respect them? Look at them. They on drugs, you know. Twerking, killing each other for $2-3, fighting over cigarettes, and, you know.
Oh, it was a judge down there in the South. He said so-called black person kills himself more than the KKK.
I believe that. I believe that. You know, these niggas are they out their mind, man. I can see. You can see why Jake don't get any respect from the people, man. You know, all that carnage in the hood, man. You know, that's why the Lord said, you know, y'all have become a vine of a degenerate plant unto me, man. You know. But the Lord's gonna change that. You know? The world's they're gonna finally respect us. The Lord raises us up in power.
That was in that was funny.
I don't know if you.
Yes.
It's Isaiah chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, no number. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power.
Beautiful. Get Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45 and 14.
Isaiah 45 and 14. Thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia, and of the Sabians, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee.
They're going to fall down unto you.
They shall make supplication unto thee, saying,
Supplication?
unto thee, saying, Surely Yahweh is in thee.
Surely the Most High God is in you. Surely you are the sons of the living power, like the brother just read in Hosea.
There is none else.
There is none else.
There is no power.
There is no other power. That's what's going to literally happen, man. That's what's literally going to happen. When they witness the power. Right now, we just got the power to prophesy and speak these words.
This is a serious power as well.
Yeah.
Because the whole world has been struggling trying to figure this book out for this truth. And all of a sudden, people are just raising up out of nowhere, certain low life as you would be deemed in the world. And all of a sudden raise up and understand this thing. You got the power to go out in any season, any weather, push this word, flood the internet. First Samuel chapter 2, verse 8 says, He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
Hey, remember the parable of Lazarus and the rich man?
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yep. To set them among princes of God, princes of the power,
Princes
right?
of the power.
And to make them inherit the throne of glory.
And we're going to be sitting on 12 thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Hey, should you not judge angels?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And I always think of this when I hear that scripture, you got judge angels. We ain't gonna be like, oh, angels, you stop going off.
No, the angels don't go off.
We
They
gonna
can't
judge
sin.
them righteously. Like, hey, that's a good job. Look how those angels worked for like 18 Edomites in one swipe or whatever, you know?
Cause and that we ain't never gonna go off, so it ain't gonna be no rebuke.
Right.
Right, like you said, it's righteous judgment.
It's also righteous. Right. It says, for the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he has set the world upon them. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. Oh, the adversaries of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The Lord Yahweh shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointing. Give that power to Yahweh Shai. all the things upon the earth in his name.
And that power is through him. We're going to get the power through him. He said he would give power for us to be able to tread serpents. That's all through the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai. No other name, man. There is no power in any other name that exists. Okay?
Psalms 149 and 1. Read down. Praise ye the Lord, sing unto the Lord a new song, all his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him and made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation.
The Psalms. But what do we say? Timber in the heart. The Psalms. If you look at the body of work of the Psalms, it's pretty much embodied the whole wisdom of all the scriptures. No, but put it in music form.
That's the 144,000. They're the ones that's gonna that new song that he talks about. They're gonna sing that new song. They're gonna praise the Most High.
Let the saints be joyful in their glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
We're going to use that two-edged sword, which is his word, to put, there's this duality in that, but to judge the heathen, to put them to do righteousness. We ain't going to teach any man of labor anymore, so no remorse for all shall know him. But we got to teach the heathen.
Or say, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
That's a future prophecy.
To execute upon them the judgment ring. This honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord.
Faith and the patience of the saints.
Deuteronomy 4 at the top. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them that ye may live.
Now we have to learn the statutes and the judgments, prophecies and everything, the history of the Yahweh outside now. Because in the kingdom of heaven, we won't have to learn it. We won't know it. And then for us that are chosen to learn it now, we're going to be in a better position in the kingdom of heaven.
That ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Lord, Yahweh, power of your fathers given.
He really gave us the earth, not just the land of Israel.
Is that a Bible you want, sir?
Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your power which I command you. Your eyes have seen what the Lord did because of Baal Peor.
Now I want to brother read this part, because back in the ancient time we saw what Yahweh did. Well, in the future, the near future, we're going to see what Yahweh is going to allow Yahweh Shai to do. We're going to believe in the name and the power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. Names.
Because of Baal Peor, for all the men that follow Baal Peor, the Lord thy power hath destroyed them from among you. But ye that did cleave unto the Lord your power, Yahweh Shai, are alive, every one of you this day.
Yeah, and the reincarnation, the prophets are all back. The men of the Lord are all back. And their salvation is go around. They should make it as the elect ones go around. We don't know who that is. We got a jockey for, I don't want to say jockey for position, but our positions will be revealed through our actions at this time.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. we shall hear all these statutes and say,
Now, when we start teaching the heathen, they're going to hear these statutes and say, go ahead, I'm taking it from that ancient time to the future time.
surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great who hath Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai?
Which they going to know him by his works that he done in the earth and showed his power through his son and his people. That's going to say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people who have the Most High God so nigh unto them as they do. Right?
As our Lord, our power is in all things, and we call upon him for it. And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law?
And when they say that to themselves, they're going to want to follow. We start showing them how we're living, they see how we're living, they see how our power did the wicked of the earth, and then they see the glory that he gave us. They going to have no problem hopping in line. They ain't going to be perfect, but they ain't going to have no problem. Edomites still going to have problems, though. Still going to have problems. You're going to still have to get them whipped in and shaken up, because the son that's not going to automatically follow it. The son that's going to be like, you know what? We might as well do it, because it's beneficial. Not just so we don't get our ass whipped, but it's actually a beneficial thing. So this is like, because the instruction is how to rule yourself and everything in the earth. And they're going to realize that this is just a wise thing for man to do upon the earth.
So righteous as all this law which I set before you this day, only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen.
Yeah, because the miracles that's coming, don't mess around and forget what you saw. We didn't forget what we saw in the ancient world that Yahweh did, but in this one, nobody ever gonna forget what he does this go around.
At least they depart from the heart. At least thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen. At least they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. Especially the day that thou standest before the Lord thy power in Horeb, when the Lord said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all these days.
That's not going to be for Israel no more. That's going to be for we all going to know it. That's the new covenant that we're talking about. That we're going to have it written in us, then we'll just teach the other nations.
I got it real quick. So Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 5, it says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High and his lot among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth.
Yeah, because the truth is, we look lowly and bums and street niggas or whatever you want to call us. But guess what? The truth is, we're out here really doing the things that Yahweh Shemashah told us to do, to the best of our ability. You know?
It says, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
Yep.
That's the other nations.
Yep. They didn't know, but we gonna know. You know, the elect don't know on this side now, and of course in the kingdom of heaven, the rest of them don't know. The Israelites don't know the kingdom of heaven.
And that's why they're gonna join to us. They're gonna acknowledge their way was off, and of course, you know, that's what's gonna happen, man.
Good job, excellent. Blessings in the name of the Lord. Blessings to the Spirit. Blessings to the Lord Jesus. Blessings to the Lord G.O.D. Transferring his name from what's been called God to G.O.D. capital. It's God. Good is the small sound of the Lord because the lowercase English form of the G. May you guys, prayers be answered. May you continue to dwell in his Holy Spirit for us. Protect us from evil. Give us victory in our inheritance. My throne of David, the different prophets of the Bible.
Let me ask you a question.
The seed of David, his mercy. I'm on my way out, but blessings. Stay blessed.
I didn't know that was going to happen. You have no blessing, you got a blessing. That looks like the brother of the guy that be on the script. I thought it was him at first. Jesus.
G-O-D. That's a new camp?
That was Jesus demon.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Jesus come with a demonic spirit. Yeah, man. Hey, they don't have the Holy Spirit, but they have a spirit that gives them the utterance, but it's not the Holy Spirit. You get another scripture and we can line it back up.
Micah chapter 4, verse 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord.
The wealth of the Gentiles, man. Alright? Riches, the forces of the Gentiles, that's what I talking about. It said that we was going to go take the kingdom, right?
Their substance unto the Lord and the whole earth.
And when that's happening, we're going to be enforcing the law on the people, man. If you would have read further to the top of that same chapter, it talks about how the law is going to put forth on the Mount of Zion. The law is going to be exalted. That's going to be the standard of the planet. Alright? We ain't going to be governed under Esau's penal codes, his constitution, you know, his laws, all that bullshit. That's going to be done away with. Alright? That's going to be the law that's done away with. Not these laws, man.
Sickness is 6 and 9. But Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
Where there dwelleth righteousness. We don't want to go from a wicked, evil kingdom to a righteous kingdom. That's when the people are going to rejoice. Right now, like when they do Esau, you know, shit, you don't want everybody to know. Okay? That lets you know who Esau is and who Jacob is. We're getting ready to see it. Alright, so
Second 6 and 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us, and
This is still at the end of Esau's kingdom.
and to devour us. But we thy people, whom thou hast taught thy firstborn, thy only begotten.
Because we know now that we're his firstborn. So we can ask this to the Lord until we know who we are. Hey, if we are people, why are we in this position?
Thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes.
Since it's made for our sakes, this world was created for us. If his footstool is going to be glorified and had on the right level as it should be, when are we going to get to that? When are we going to get that?
Why do we not possess an inheritance of the world? How long?
What comes with the world is also the heathen that dwells upon the world. We only inherit them to make sure the earth is tilled properly.
How long shall this endure?
How long we gotta wait? How long we gotta endure this? Well, we're at the end of it now. Okay?
do the day of threshing. That was it. All right, so with that, we're going to close. We're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to God.
Hawa, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Habakakodash.
Shall we roll up at the bottom to the tabernacle of David? Hopefully we let me say shalom.